Welcome, welcome, welcome to Glorious Life on Wheels, where I'm going to show you how to make simple, fabulous meals on a budget using just a butane stove or whatever you may have. So what do you say? Come on and join me. Today, I am going to show you how to make something very special, or at least I hope it's special, because I'm doing things a little bit different today, if we don't get blown away by the wind, that is. I usually, when I prepare my meals for you, I've practiced them. They're meals that I've either made with my mom growing up, or meals that my brother has shared and I've put my own spin on it, or something that I've done on a regular basis at my home. So they're always practiced, they're tried, they're proved. But today, I think we're gonna mix it up a little bit. And I'm going to use a recipe that I've been coming up with my head, but I'm gonna develop it in front of you on camera today. So I can't guarantee what's gonna happen because it may be a hot mess, but I hope it's not. What I've been in my mind thinking about was a recipe for hot honey mustard chicken. You know how when you go to some of these fast food places, they'll have chicken nuggets and they'll have honey mustard sauce? Well, I always love that honey mustard sauce, and I thought, why not do a fried chicken that incorporates that honey mustard sauce in the chicken instead of putting the sauce on it? So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, what you'll need is some honey, although I didn't have any honey at home and I didn't want to go to the store because, as I told you, I'm trying not to go to the store very often these days. So I did have some Mike's hot honey, and I looked on the ingredients, and it had, as part of the ingredients, it had vinegar, chilies, and honey. And those are the things that I was thinking I wanted to use. So I thought, well, this is perfect. This is very opportune. So you probably won't have, oh my goodness, the wind, goodness. You probably won't have Mike's hot honey, but you can take and substitute just regular honey, mix mustard in it, the same proportions that I'm going to tell you, and then a couple tablespoons of vinegar. And I'll put it all down in the description. You're going to also need, of course, since it's hot honey mustard, you're going to need some mustard. Any mustard that you have will do. And then, even though the honey mustard that I'm using has vinegar, I'm still going to use a couple more tablespoons of vinegar. Then, of course, you're going to need some breading or flour to bread your chicken. I like to use this particular brand. It's already seasoned. I can't find it here. My brother sends it to me from North Carolina. But if I don't have it, I just use flour. But you need to season your flour with maybe some salt, pepper, whatever you want to add to your flour. But this just makes it easier for me. So what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take about, as I told you, I'm developing this as I go. I've been thinking about this for quite a while, and I'm thinking that maybe about 3/4 of a cup, oh, if this will come out, 3/4 of a cup of mustard, because I have about a little over a pound of chicken thighs that I got from Costco, so they're already boned and they're skinless. So this is maybe about a half to 3/4. This is a 3/4. I'm going to start off with a half and see how it goes. So I'm going to put that in a bowl. Let me get all of this in here. Okay. I'm going to add, I'm thinking maybe about, just going to see how it goes. 1, 2, I'm thinking about 3 tablespoons, maybe about 3 or so tablespoons of honey. And then you can add your own hot sauce if you want. That's not a requirement. I'm going to mix this up. The reason I came up with this, I thought the honey and mustard, and then I thought, you know, the vinegar will add just a little tanginess to it. And then I'm going to add about, I think I'm just going to add about maybe a tablespoon or so of vinegar. I'm going to mix that up. And I'm going to put that aside for a minute. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to season my chicken. Now my chicken, as I said, they're chicken breasts. No, I take it back, I'm sorry. Chicken thighs that have been deboned and skinned. So I have scored them. If you look, you can see where I've scored the chicken. And what that is just cutting into the chicken at different spots so that when I put the seasoning and the sauce on it, it'll seep into the chicken and flavor it better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some seasoned salt. Probably, I don't know, I'm saying probably, maybe a tablespoon, maybe a little more, depending on how well you like your sauce. Don't really need to add all that much because the flour is already seasoned. Let's see. As you know, I love powdered garlic, so I'm going to a good tablespoon, probably more, of powdered garlic. Then I'm going to add some onion powder. Since the honey sauce that I'm using has chilies in it, I'm not going to be adding any pepper. Now I'm going to mix this all up, get all the seasoning mixed up in here really good. And then I'm going to add my honey mustard to this chicken. Now, actually probably, I think if I had to do it again, I would just wait and mix it up. Once I add the honey mustard, I wouldn't have mixed it up before I added that. But let's see how this is going to be. Since I'm doing the show, I'm going to go ahead and bread it now and not let it set 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, I am ready to start breading now. I'm going to bread one at a time. Now my mom used to do this in a brown paper bag, but I don't have any brown paper bags like you used to bring your lunch to school in. So I'm just going to do it in just a regular baggie. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to let it breathe for a few minutes while I do the rest of them. I'm actually fancy schmancy today. I got these tongs so I can look like a pro. Whoa. You can hear that sizzling. Uh-oh. Well, as I tell you all the time, there goes the cover. Well, I had my oil a little bit hotter than I should have, as you can see. I didn't bring my temperature thermometer or my thermometer with me. And I'm going to put the last couple pieces in there, but I'm going to do it from a distance because although it might be good for getting extra views, I don't want to get burnt up on camera. You should have your temperature about 350, and mine was clearly more than 350, but I've turned it down now. And I'm going to let those cook. I'm guessing probably, while I put this mess away, for about maybe 20 minutes or so, and then we'll check on it. I wanted to, while this is cooking, I wanted to share something with you about how I was able to make 12 to 14 meals out of one Costco rotisserie chicken. What we did is we ate out of it for one night. My daughter and I, we had the chicken breast, some mashed potatoes that I made in those little packets that are only $1, and then some string beans. We did the same thing the next night. Then for 2 lunches, I made some diced up chicken salad. So for 2 nights, 2 nights, or 2 lunches, 2, that's, let's see, 2, 4, that's 6, that's 8 meals. Then I took the carcass and I used it to make a chicken soup with some bouillon and some potatoes and corn and vegetables, and we ate off that for 3 nights. So that was 6 meals. So that was 12, my math is right, that's 12 meals off of one small rotisserie chicken that was only, I think they're like $4.50, $4.95 or something. So they're just different ways that you can really stretch your budget. Oops, here we go again with our win. Okay, we'll come back after these are cooked and we'll give it a try and see how it turned out. All right, this was a different experience. My wind guard flew away. The pot almost blew up. So let's see how it turned out, this impromptu. Oh my gosh, this is a winner. This is really good. You can taste the mustard, and you can taste the vinegar. Oh my gosh, this is good. I should enter a contest because this would get first prize, I'm telling you. I have to have another bite. That is delicious. I usually don't use this kind of pot. At home, I would use maybe a fryer. And usually, actually, I would try it first, pan frying it. So you might want to try pan frying it because some of the breading did come off because it doesn't have any skin. But this is so good. You can't see the color, but it's yellow, the color of mustard. And the honey, even though it's hot honey, you don't taste the heat in it. So if you like it really hot, you might want to add some cayenne pepper to your flour. But this is good. If you want me to do more impromptus, hopefully without blowing anything up, I was really afraid that the oil was bubbling over. I thought, oh my goodness, it's going to catch on fire and I'm going to have a fire over here. That would have been something. But if you want me to do more impromptu cooking, put it in the comments, would you? Thank you so much for hanging in. Like I tell you every week, it is what it is, and what you see is really the way it happens. So please subscribe, hit that like button, tell your friends, and most of all, comment and tell me how you like this, different and other dishes, and more importantly, tell me how you're doing in these difficult times. Thank you so much, friends, for watching. Take care. May your journey be filled with joy and blessings. Until next Thursday, bye, friends.